Edward Hill's our old friend Ray Lee, coaching Greenbrier East Spartans, also coaching the South Cardinals in this week's North-South game. And Ray, I always start out our interviews by asking you about a fullback of the week. So I guess this week you got a special fullback of the week.
Yeah, we got two of them. We got Nate Baker and Dave Brumfield.
Which, in this game, fullback kind of doesn't exist anymore. I know you and I want to bring it back, but will you use a fullback at all in this game?
Yes, we will, and pretty much both of those guys will end up running from the sniffer position, what we call sniffer position. If we decide to line up in a pro set, then we got those two young men to put there, Nate and Dave Brumfield.
Would you consider yourself an old school type coach? In that respect, you know the fullback. You've given me like Larry Zonka.
Yeah.
You've given me some obscure ones in the past. Would you consider yourself like an old school kind of guy?
When it comes to what we're doing now, I always say if you got those kind of guys on your team, yes, it's real easy to go back to old school. But now you kind of at the mercy of what comes to you and comes out play for you. So those are the ones that you use, and those are the ones that you end up playing with.
You were supposed to be here last year, and you mentioned that a little bit in your opening statements. Was it tough for you to have to tell them guys they weren't going to be able to play? And even for yourself personally, not getting to coach?
That was a tough situation all the way around. Very unfortunate, and very unfortunate of what took place, and then not being able to actually play last year. So calling those young men up and telling them that the game was going to be canceled, knowing that was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime moment for them, that was pretty tough all the way around.
How do you go about setting up an offense, and for that matter, a defense, for a game like this when you got 1 week?
Just keep it as simple as you can, and try and do as much as possible with what you have, within that time frame. We don't want to get too complicated and too difficult, and then make things confusing to them. Just like at the end of practice every day, we tell them we want everybody to have fun, and play fast and be aggressive.
How fun is it for you to get to have three of your own guys here, get to coach them one more time?
It's real rewarding, I think, for not just myself but for them. And when I say myself, real rewarding for myself, and knowing that these young men I've developed a relationship with over the past 3-4 years, and then bring them to an event like this, and then get to coach them in this event. Again, once in a lifetime event where they're going to build friendships here themselves, along with myself, building some friendships, and then get to do that with them. That's an honor.
What has been the most rewarding thing for you so far? And I know it's still early, still got 4 days until the game Saturday, but what's been the most rewarding thing here in the first 2.5 days you've been here?
Just meeting new people, players that you played against, getting to see them in a different environment as opposed to across the field, and then developing those relationships with them just like you would your own players if they were in your program. So that's been the most rewarding thing for me.
You have, and I mentioned to you before about you got guys that can do a whole lot of different things. Is it a little tough to get people in the right? And I know everybody's going to play and everybody's going to get good equal minutes, but is it hard to get them in the right positions per se when you got so many guys can do so many different things?
Not really, because these young men have great coaches that they played for, and those guys understand exactly. When you start telling them things, they'll just say, "Oh well, I know what you're doing," but we call it something different. So it's easy to get these guys going and get them going in the right place, especially with the plays that you want to run to make them successful.
I think every guy that comes down here has different reasons. How many different reasons have you heard from your guys why they wanted to come and play in this? I mean, you've got guys that probably want to show the college that they deserve to be there, guys who want to show college they can play, guys who want, like Josh Riley from Miami East, going to be a long snapper, maybe comparable. It's going to give them a chance to work on that here. How many different reasons do you think there are for playing in this game?
I think a lot of them that's here, they're here just for that, being selected, knowing that it's an honor for them, And then if they didn't get themselves recruited during the regular season, then it is a chance for them to showcase themselves here. But I think most of them are here because they want to, experience this whole All-Star event classic.
You played Nate Baker, your fullback, in a lot of different spots. Yeah, I know he played some quarterback for you last year, receiver, running back. A guy like that, does he know all the fullbacks that you talk about? If you talk to him about fullbacks, since that's his listed position, would he know who some of these guys are?
Some of I'll tell them a lot of times. I say, you guys are so good on social media. Just go look them up, and then you'll see who I'm talking about.
Okay. Coach, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Have fun this week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.